obviously Sunday wasn't what we wanted, but more game reps will be the way to go.
And Baker was saying earlier that it has to come naturally getting the ball to you. But can you understand that when he sees you over there and you're single covered, that it may go through his head, man, I got to get him the ball right now. This is the optimal time to do it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never played quarterback, so I can never. It's very hard to put yourself in someone else's shoes, and as a receiver, you're like, man, I'm open, or this or that, and that's just not. It's not feasible for me to think about what he may be going through back there, or if there's pressure or if there's things going on. So I know there's a lot on his plate. I know that none of us played the way that we would have wanted to play on Sunday. And you kind of just have to give your hats off to the Ravens. They came out there. They were the better team. They beat us, and we keep it pushing. It was the first game, kind of getting the feel for no fans and how the first NFL game will go. And it obviously didn't go the way that we wanted, but kind of just toss it up as a mulligan. You got 15 other games, 15 other opportunities, and just keep it moving.
Didi Kingawali, you have our next question.
Odell, are you the type of player that likes to get involved early? Like, does that just juice you up a little bit if you could get one big play, one first down? Does that
Absolutely.
generally change the tenor of the game?
Absolutely. It's like,
okay, so go ahead.
It's like a shooter putting up a couple threes early, and you hit 1, 2 of them, God knows you might drop 60. You know what I mean? So this is how I feel. I would love, to get involved early, but it just didn't go that way Sunday. Like I said, you got to give your hats off to the other team. Sometimes they just came out and they just played better than us.
So building on that, you now have enough of a history behind you. You're not a rookie. Do you feel comfortable going to Alex, going to Kevin Stefanski and saying, hey, maybe there's a creative way to use me? Do you give them ideas like, let's try something different? Let's, just draw up something a little more unusual?
Yes and no. I just kind of feel like it's a tough position to be in, with the way that I feel like I've been misrepresented to the world. It makes it hard to just seem as if, I just want the ball and all these things, when really I just want to help. I just want to be able to help this team in any way that I can. So you kind of get the sense of just playing your role, and you have to trust that the coaches are going to put you in the right position, and we're going to be able to go from there. So I'm not very vocal about that thing, and that could be my fault and something that I need to learn from. And like I said, again, it was the first game. Whether we got beat by 50 or lost by 1 point, we still lost, and that'll be on our record, and we learn from it. Just keep it pushing.
Mary Kay Cabot, your line is open.
Hey, Odell, by the time you got your first target there in the second quarter, I don't know, 10 minutes ago or something like that in the second quarter, and then you got the face mask on that, were you already maybe starting to get a little bit frustrated at that point? Because then when it came time for you to catch the ball on on that crucial 3rd and 2, obviously we see you make that catch 999 times out of 1,000. So what was kind of going on with your mindset, and what happened on that drop?
My fingers are just long, and they kind of were just in his face mask, and there's no way of getting them out. I went to face mask him, and I think he got pushed this way, and my fingers were just in there. And other than that, it's just all about being on the same page. That's just like little things where just game reps are gonna determine it. There's no amount of practice that you could do. It's just how it happens in the game. So just learn from it, move on.
Thank you, Mary Kay. We'll go to Scott Petrick. Scott, if you could hit unmute on your side, thank you.
Thanks, Rob. Hey, Odell, every eye is on you and all the cameras follow you no matter where you go. Do you feel like you have to watch your body language when you're on the field to not show the frustration you might be feeling?
I mean, that's just the way my life's going. So you have to watch everything you do. Everyone's always watching. You know, if you don't have the same reaction that somebody may like, then a story, a headline, or whatever can be written about you. So, yeah, that's always tough. That's just the position I'm in. I've helped put myself in that position by some mistakes and a lot of by what I did on the field, all of the good things that I feel like we often forget about. But that's just kind of helped put me in this position where the spotlight is always going to be on me, right, wrong, and different. And just know that that's something you got to live with from those goals. And I think once I get you all, the world, everyone to understand that I care about one thing, and that's winning and producing, I think that you'll be able to see some of the other actions and look at it from a different perspective than a perspective of a lot of the names and attachments that have been thrown on me in a way.
Nate Ulrich, you have our next question.
Hey, Odell. When we just talked to Baker, he said that, you know, the potential for this offense is there. It's not false hope. When you look at the big picture of the offense, what are some of the things you point to say, hey, there are signs there that we can be what we know we can be, even though obviously Sunday didn't look anything like any of you guys would like it to look?
I mean, I think at this time, you're just kind of taking it one day at a time. We, you know, it's a short week, so we're kind of flushing it and moving on. Didn't necessarily get to watch the film as much as a group as we probably would have liked to, but we have another division game coming up. So you kind of got to flush it, move on, call it a mulligan, whatever you want to call it, and just keep it pushing.
So do you think that mulligan is, I mean, not to be expected, but do you think that mulligan makes some kind of sense given that, you know, you guys had such a weird off season with a new coaching staff, no practices, no preseason, late training camp? I mean, did all of that factor into it? And if so, how can you guys get up to speed here kind of on the fly?
I mean, everybody had the same scheduling and setup, so it just comes down to producing and making those plays on Sunday. You know, I could sit here and tell you it was tough, but I'm sure it was tough for everybody to get out there to play a full game, to get your win, to be in condition, to withstand, you know, just everything. I think everybody's been on the same level as far as handling that. So it's just about producing and being able to make it count on Sunday.
We'll take one more question. We'll go to Jake Trotter, and then we'll wrap with Odell.
Hey, Odell, I assume you watched a lot of Joe Burrow last year. No, you were at the national championship game. What are your impressions of him, especially being, you know, an LSU alum?
He's the GOAT, you know. No, I'm playing. He won the chip for us. And that was tremendous to be able to see, you know, as I was there and the years before leading up to it. I felt like LSU always had the best of teams, but just couldn't find a way to put those pieces together. So I think he soothed a lot of pain that a lot of us players had felt. So he's forever a legend. Happy to see him in the NFL now. Obviously didn't get to watch his first game, but heard that he did pretty well. So I'm wishing him the best of luck in his career. Obviously don't want him, you know, to beat us. But anywhere else, any other game he plays, I'm always rooting for him.